How to train on the Levelor Custom Size Now product categories. There are a couple of tools that we will want to have on hand when training on the CSN products. You will want to make sure that you have pulled up the Custom Size Now Quick Reference Guide that is located in Dock Locker. This gives you a high-level overview of each product category sold in Lowe's and how to train and how to organize your flow on each category that you will train on. Next, you will want to walk the aisle prior to your training to ensure that all of your sample blinds are in good working order. Make sure you have some time to replace samples if needed prior to your training or repair any if they're missing a valance or a tassel. You will also want to ensure that the signage on your slider units is up to date and is not damaged. The signage on your slider as well as in your product bays can be very helpful during your training process. You don't have to remember everything about each product category because remember, a lot of the features and benefits are called out here on your waist tie and on your slider unit. So make sure that that signage is in good working order. Now, let's start training on each of our product categories for Custom Size Now. Let's discuss the flow of how you should train on the Levelor Custom Size Now product categories. Typically, I start my training with the Levelor White Custom Size Now Faux Wood. This is the highest selling product category that we offer in the Custom Size Now aisle, and I start with the white faux wood because of that reason, and then I will walk my associates to the other bays that show the other finishes that we offer in faux wood. I then move into real wood because there are a lot of similarities between faux and real wood. I then finish off the blinds categories in the Custom Size Now aisle. So I move into vertical blinds, aluminum mini blinds, and vinyl mini blinds. Next, I move into the shades categories, starting with cellular, moving into woven wood, and then rounding off my product training with the roller shade category. Let's talk about each category and the flow you should use when training on a category specifically. As laid out in the Custom Size Now Quick Reference Guide, the easiest way to walk through each category is to start with application of the product. So help the associate understand why consumers are purchasing faux wood blinds and what is the correct application inside the home. Then I typically move into the colors that are available here at that specific Lowe's store, and then I walk features and benefits of this product from the head rail all the way through the bottom rail. And we'll demonstrate that in our product category specific videos, but that gives you a great organized flow, and again, that is called out here in the Custom Size Now Quick Reference Guide. How to read and train on Levelor Custom Size Now product packaging. So let's look at our cordless cellular shades for an example today. One thing that's important to explain to your associates is how to read this label and the information found on our packaging. So with cordless cellular, you're going to notice you've got beautiful photography of each of the products that are going to be purchased or found in this packaging. We also are going to tell you the color that the consumer is choosing with this packaging. So toffee, for example, here, and snow, for example, here. Another important aspect is it's always going to tell you exactly what you're pulling from the shelf, cordless cellular. If there are some other features and benefits that need to be called out to more separate product categories, you will have that found right underneath the title. So cordless cellular room darkening or cordless cellular light filtering. So make sure you're taking a look at that and showing your associates the difference. Next, let's move down to our sizes. So a couple of things to keep in mind with our sizing. We are going to show you the width by the height. Now this is 24 inches wide by 72 inches high. Because we know that 80+% of the time people are purchasing this stock product for an inside mount, we actually go ahead and take half of an inch off of the stated width. So this product is truly 23 and a half inches wide. The width can also be sized down to 18 inches wide. Now that means on our Custom Size Now machines, either Phase or Smart, you can only take 6 inches off of this product before you would damage the mechanisms or the operation of this shade. So all of our packaging will show you what you can trim that to. Another important piece is to understand that we do show the metric system for those associates who feel more comfortable with that measurement process. As well as some of our other product categories, you're going to see specific features and benefits called out on the packaging where applicable. So cordless for cellular, energy saver. Going to show you some energy tips here as well. Now, one last thing to understand about our custom size now packaging is that they're all color coded. So you're looking at cordless cellular now with this teal packaging. If I walk down the aisle, you will also see for faux wood, for an example. All of our faux wood still has the navy packaging, but it does have a bright green accent color. So that is, as you become more familiar with your products in the aisle, you'll understand that these colors also help you place the product in the right bay. So if I look at my waist high signage here for faux wood, all of that accent color is going to be that bright green. How to train on Levelor Custom Size Now Faux Wood. I'm starting with my Custom Size Now White Faux Wood because this is the best-selling SKU in home decor for Levelor. I also have my quick reference guide to refer to during my training. Now let's talk application of faux wood blinds. People typically purchase faux wood blinds because they like the look of real wood, but they don't want to pay the cost for real wood. So you really get the look of real wood at a fraction of the price. And faux wood is also going to be great in the home for bathrooms or for kitchen windows. Faux wood is made out of PVC, so it is moisture resistant, which is going to help prevent fading or warping over time. Now, let's talk through this sample blind from features and benefits standpoint. You will see we offer a white faux wood here, and at the end of this training, I will walk you to the other bays to show you that we also sell pecan faux wood, Dover faux wood, walnut faux wood, and honey pine for now, but that will be discontinued towards the end of 2013. Now, starting at the top of my blind and working my way down from a features and benefits standpoint, I would always like to point out that we have an aluminum headrail. The benefit of an aluminum headrail is that it's a lightweight metal that's going to be very durable over time. You'll notice in the bay behind me, we offer sizes as wide as 72 inches and as high as 72 inches, so a 6 foot by 6 foot blind. You need that durable aluminum headrail to support the weight of that product. You'll also notice from an installation standpoint, we sell and install with a universal mount box bracket. The beauty of this bracket is that it can install up into a window, back into a window, or into the side of your window frame. So it is considered universal, and it's extremely easy to install the faux wood blinds because of this bracket. Moving on to the slat makeup. You heard me reference earlier that our slats are made out of PVC. These are 100% PVC slats, again, to provide that moisture resistance over time in high moisture areas. All of our slats also come standard with something that we call Color Guard. And Color Guard is essentially like the sunscreen on a blind. It's going to protect from UV fading over time in your window. So if you have a lot of high sunlight, you don't have to worry about this slat fading. It will stay bright white over time. Another aspect that's important to notice about our slats is that we feature something called Light Master. And what Light Master is you will notice these small notches on each slat. Our competitors offer route holes in their blind, and it's a hole that is drilled into the center of the slat that the ladder travels through to support the weight of the product and to raise and lower that slat. What Light Master does is it eliminates that route hole, and it's going to provide better light control and privacy for your consumer. You will also notice that it's easy to remove these slats. If I wanted to remove this slat for cleaning purposes, you can absolutely do that. You can also replace slats over time. So if something were to happen to the front of my slat, I could easily flip it over, or I could replace it with the extra slat that we provide along the bottom rail. So Light Master is a great feature that we offer in stock. Another aspect to this product from a functionality standpoint is the cord tilt. You'll notice this is how I open and close the slats of my blind. The cord tilt is going to close these slats 10% tighter than a wand tilt. It's also going to give you immediate closure and immediate privacy. Last, you will notice that the bottom rail here, you will see that you can absolutely shorten this blind once it's installed into your home. Now, here in the store, we only size the width of the blind. We do not size the height. So at home, the consumer absolutely has the choice. If the length is a little longer than their window, they can remove these bottom rail buttons and shorten up this blind so it truly becomes a custom blind in their window frame. Don't forget with faux wood blinds that you have that great limited lifetime warranty with Levelor. So over the lifetime of the blind, which we consider 5 to 7 years, if something were to happen to this product, the consumer can bring it back in and we'll cut another blind for them and have it for that consumer to take home for free that day. Now, let's do a quick walk so I can show you an example of 2 of the other finishes of faux wood that we sell in this store specifically. So we will walk down to the aisle and to the bay that shows our Dover faux wood, which is an off-white or more of a cream color finish, as well as pecan up above, which gives you really that look and that wood grain texture. This is the flow that I typically use when training on custom size now faux wood. How to train on Levelor Custom Size Now Real Wood. First, you'll notice that I have utilized my Custom Size Now Quick Reference Guide as a tool to ensure that I'm covering the application and all necessary features and benefits of the Levelor Custom Size Now Real Wood. Next, let's discuss application of a real wood blind. Typically, the consumer who's purchasing real wood is interested in coordinating the look of this real wood blind back to other real wood furniture in the home. Whether it's flooring, cabinetry, or furniture, a real wood blind is going to do the best for product coordination or finish coordination. Real wood blinds are also very lightweight, so for wide windows, this is a great product because it's easy to raise and lower from a weight standpoint. Now let's move into features and benefits. For those of you who have watched the Custom Size Now Faux Wood segment, a lot of the features and benefits are going to sound familiar. There's a lot of good transferable knowledge, so make sure that you're focusing on that with your associates as well while training. Starting with the headrail, you'll notice again, this headrail is made out of aluminum. So it's a lightweight material that tends to be very durable. So especially for those 72-inch wide by 72-inch high products, this aluminum is going to be very durable over time. You won't have to worry about sagging. You'll also notice we have those great universal box mounting brackets, which allow you to install this real wood blind up into the window, into the side of your window, or back into your window frame. It's truly universal and very easy to install. I'm reinstalling my decorative valance, which is purchased in all, or is found in all real wood packaging. Next, let's move into the slats. Our real wood blinds are made out of 100% basswood. Basswood is a great lightweight slat material that takes stain very easily. The stain on this real wood finish is called golden oak. This is going to be found in the majority of stores across the country. We also offer a rustic oak, which I'll show you in a moment. That is only found in select stores. Next, you'll see with this slat, we do offer Lightmaster. And Lightmaster is going to be these 2 notches here found on the front and the back of each slat. That eliminates the route holes that are drilled into the center of each slat, and it allows you to have additional privacy and light control once these slats are closed or once this blind is closed. It also allows you to remove each slat for cleaning purposes or replacement purposes. If something happens to the front of one of my slats, I can easily turn it over because of Lightmaster, or I could replace it because we always send an extra slat on the bottom rail of every blind. Next, you'll notice this does feature a cord tilt. A cord tilt is going to close every blind by about 10% tighter than a wand tilt. It also gives you immediate privacy and light control if you need that quickly. Last, you'll see that this blind can be shortened once installed into the home. If the length that is purchased here on the shelf, typically a 64 or a 72 height, this can be shortened once installed into the home to make it truly custom. Last, you will notice that our real wood blinds here in the Custom Size Now aisle are covered by that limited lifetime warranty. Let's take a quick field trip down the aisle and I'll show you that rustic oak finish that is also available in some stores. So this could potentially be installed in a variety of different sample boxes throughout your aisle. Here it is found above the blind cutting machine, and the beauty of our rustic oak is that it has this really nice rustic look to it. It has these beautiful kind of indentions here that are going to give it that nice rustic look, which is very popular right now in furniture and flooring. Our rustic oak finish actually coordinates perfectly with a custom estate oak that we offer in custom blinds that are sold here at Lowe's. Again, don't forget our rustic is covered by that limited lifetime warranty. How to train on Levolor Custom Size Now vertical blinds. So you will notice I have my Custom Size Now Quick Reference Guide as a reference tool to ensure that I'm reviewing the application and all features and benefits necessary to train on Levolor Custom Size Now vertical blinds. So let's start with application. You will notice that our vertical blinds are going to be best applicable for large window treatments. So think of your patio doors, your very wide or high or tall windows, or maybe even a bay window. This is going to be the best functioning product for very large windows. You'll notice when we talk about the different finishes, it's also a very nice style piece because we offer a number of trend-right vane finishes to match with any decor in your home. So let's start with the headrail. You will notice that our headrail, which is sold separately, is going to be made out of steel. We offer headrails in 48 inches wide, 66, 78 inches wide, and 104 inches wide. So for that very wide 104 inch wide headrail, this steel headrail is going to be extremely durable to support the weight of the vanes. You'll also notice in our headrail that it is reversible. So if you want to install it with what you'll see on this display, a right stack or a left stack, you can easily reverse that in the home based on the operation of your patio door or what makes the most sense in your setting. Let's move into our vanes. You will notice that the vanes are what provide the height for this vertical blind. And the vanes are offered in a number of different trend-right finishes, and they are also sold separately. Now you'll notice that I've pointed out this piece about the headrail and the vanes being sold separately. That's important in case someone has purchased a Levolor vertical blind in the past and their headrail is functioning perfectly, but a couple of vanes need to be replaced. They can easily come here into Lowe's and they can purchase a new vane pack versus having to purchase the entire assembly together with the headrail and the vanes. Vice versa, if the headrail has been damaged but your vanes are in good working order, you can simply come in and purchase your headrail. Now with our vanes, you'll notice again, they come in a number of different trend-right finishes, a few of which coordinate back to the faux wood offering that we have here at Lowe's. We have a honey pine, a pecan, and a walnut finish that again is really to match up or to coordinate back to our horizontal faux wood selection. From a height standpoint, we offer in select stores a 54-inch height vane, an 84-inch height vane, or a 101.5 or 101.5-inch high vane, again to accommodate those very tall windows. As it relates to vane shape, you'll notice here on our display, we have a C or a crown curve vane, which is more of a flat application, as well as an S-shaped vane. If I bend it up, you can see the S shape here. Again, the S shape is a benefit because when these vanes are closed, they lock tightly in together and provide more privacy and light control. They also provide a nice decorative look across your window that mimics more of a drapery application. It is important to remember when training on and selling Levolor Custom Size Now verticals, the importance of the signage on your display unit. So we've discussed signage and how important it can be when training and selling the Levolor Custom Size Now product categories, but with vertical blinds, this signage is crucial to selling the correct number of vane packs based on your headrail width. So with vertical vanes, there are 13 vanes that come in every pack. So it's important to understand by headrail width how many number of vane packs you're going to need to satisfy that width. So for headrails under 38 inches wide, you would need one vane pack. For 38 and 8 inches wide to 78 inches, you would need 2 vane packs. And then for 78 and 8 inch to 104 inches wide on your vertical headrail, you're going to need 3 vane packs to satisfy that width. Now keep in mind, here in the store, Levolor does size the width and the height of this vertical product by cutting the headrail and the vanes. So the consumer will not have to worry about shortening that height once it's installed into the home. Last, keep in mind that the vertical blinds are covered by that limited lifetime warranty, which should get you about 5 to 7 years on that product category. How to train on Levolor Custom Size Now aluminum mini blinds. Before we actually talk about the product itself, I want to point out that in the majority of stores across the country, our aluminum product is housed over the Custom Size Now machine, Whether that's a smart machine or a phase machine, you will typically find the product here above it, which does limit our sampling capabilities from a slider standpoint, or a slider unit that usually holds that custom size now display. So in the majority of stores, that aluminum display is going to be found in different sliders. So if you want to follow me down the aisle, I'll show you in this store, the aluminum sample blind is hung above the cordless cellular sample blind in the cordless cellular bay. So follow me down the aisle. You will notice with the mini blinds that they may be located in a variety of different slider units. So here above the cordless cellular, you will find our white aluminum mini blind. Now, again, I've got my quick reference guide, so this is going to walk me through my flow on how to train and help give me a reference material to cover all features and benefits. So let's talk application of an aluminum mini blind. This blind really does give you the timeless look and fashion of a product that's been in the marketplace for a number of years at a very affordable price. You will also notice that this does very well for our contractors in commercial settings. Let's start at the headrail. Our steel headrail on our aluminum mini blinds is going to offer you a great durability solution for those very wide or narrow windows. You'll also notice in the headrail that there is an integrated look to that headrail, which we call our integrated valance. That's going to help give you a more decorative look on that headrail and again provide an increased durability. Let's talk through our slat makeup as we work our way down our blind. Again, this is a 1-inch slat size. Where a 1-inch slat size can be helpful is for shallow window depths. Maybe you don't have the depth in your window to install a 2-inch faux wood. A 1-inch mini blind is going to be very applicable for that shallow window depth. It's also going to be great for a very simple and clean style and look. Aluminum mini blinds, again, are made out of aluminum. So one thing that we add to this slat to help prevent dust collection and help increase cleanability is something that Levelor calls Dust Guard. Now, Dust Guard is going to cut dust collection by 50%. It truly helps with that static electricity, and it helps repel 50% more of dust. Another great feature about our slats for aluminum mini blinds is Light Master. Now, you may have heard me talk about Light Master if you've watched the faux wood and real wood video, but the Light Master for aluminum blinds is a little different. We punch the route hole on this slat offset to the back of the slat. So when these slats are closed, it covers up the route hole, increasing privacy and light control. Now, and the last piece about the slat that you always want to make sure and cover is the gauge. And when I speak to gauge on an aluminum blind, I'm referring to the thickness of the material. Now, you can notice that over time, if there are kids or pets in the home and there's a lot of wear and tear on the blind, you may experience some kinking in the aluminum material. But a nice competitive advantage about our aluminum blinds here in stock is that they're a 6-gauge aluminum. And a 6-gauge aluminum, to put it in perspective, our custom product categories offer a 6, 8, and 9-gauge aluminum. So the higher the gauge, the more thick the material is, so the more durable it's going to be over time. Our competitor across the street offers a 4-gauge aluminum. So it is a thinner slat, so it is going to be less durable. The last couple of aspects to this blind is we do feature a wand tilt, which does function better for a 1-inch mini blind product. And that's going to help you tilt and open and close those slats. Now, our aluminum mini blinds can be shortened in the home. So after purchase, you can easily remove these bottom buttons and shorten that blind up to the exact height of your window. Last, don't forget that our aluminum mini blinds are covered in that great limited lifetime warranty, which gives you about 5 to 7 years on that mini blind. How to train on Levelor Custom Size Now vinyl mini blinds. You will notice I have my Custom Size Now quick reference guide as a reference tool to ensure that I'm covering all features and benefits and reviewing the application of this product. So now we are standing in front of our vinyl bay or our vinyl displays. You will know from an application standpoint that consumers are using vinyl mini blinds in similar applications that we discussed with metal mini blinds or aluminum mini blinds. This is going to be a nice, affordable solution for any window, and it's going to be great for those shallow window depths because this is a 1-inch slat size. This is the least expensive product category that we offer in Custom Size Now, so this is, again, going to be great for maybe a commercial job or those folks who are really trying to save some money for a window treatment. As it relates to colors that are available, white is available from a mini blinds and vinyl perspective in all stores. Alabaster is going to be offered in select stores only. Now let's talk features and benefits from our headrail down through our blind. So you'll notice our headrail here is going to be a steel material. Again, that's going to be really great for those very wide windows, a 72 wide by a 72 high. It will be very durable over time and prevent any damage or sagging. You'll also notice that our slats are going to be made out of 100% vinyl, which makes them very durable over time with children or pets, so they don't kink or bend over time nearly as easily as some of our other products. You will also notice, similar to our aluminum mini blinds, that every slat does offer Light Master, where you will see that the route hole is offset or punched to the back of the slat, so when each slat is closed, it nicely covers that route hole to provide additional privacy and light control. Another aspect to this slat that's important to point out is the shape of the slat. You will notice that this is an S-shaped slat, and the benefit of an S-shaped slat is that when this blind is closed, it tends to lock together more like a puzzle piece and provide additional privacy and light control. Vinyl material is a light filtering material by nature, where aluminum is going to be room darkening by nature. So it's important that you have that additional privacy and light control aspect with the S-shaped slat. You will see that we feature a wand tilt on this 1-inch product. It's going to be the best functioning tilt mechanism for a 1-inch. You will also notice that, again, once you purchase this product and install it into a consumer's home, you can shorten up this blind to make it more custom to that window height. And again, don't forget that our vinyl product is covered under that limited lifetime warranty, which would provide you about 5 to 7 years of coverage. How to train on the Levelure Custom Size Now Cordless Cellular. You will notice I have my quick reference guide as a reference tool to ensure that I'm covering all of the necessary features and benefits for cordless cellular. So let's talk about the cordless cellular from a flow standpoint. We'll start with application, and then we'll work our way from our head rail down to the bottom rail, covering all features and benefits. So typically the consumer that's purchasing a cordless cellular shade is someone who's interested in a softer, more inviting look in their home. They're also a consumer who is wanting to capitalize on some energy efficiency and save some money on their annual heating and cooling costs. So we'll discuss the honeycomb design here in a moment. So let's start with our head rail. Our head rail with our cordless cellular product is made out of 100% PVC. Again, that PVC is going to be durable over time, especially on our wider widths, like our 72 by 72. Moving into the fabric, you will notice with our fabric, we offer 2 colors in all stores, which is our snow and our sand, and then our toffee and candlelight are also offered in select stores. We're going to offer 2 opacity levels. We will offer a light filtering cellular shade as well as a room darkening cellular shade. Light filtering is going to still let you capitalize on some of that natural light filtering in through the home while helping you with your energy costs. Room darkening is going to give you ultimate privacy and light control, again while helping with heating and cooling. Speaking to the fabric, our fabric is made 100% out of polyester. Polyester is one of the most durable fabrics that is in the marketplace, so over time you won't have to worry about this fabric being damaged in the home. You will also notice the cell size, and this is what's considered a cell. The cell size on our Custom Size Now Cordless Cellular is a 9/16 cell size. If I turn the shade to the back, you will notice that there is a white backing on this toffee cellular shade. That is for your homeowners associations. Some neighborhoods and some communities do require that you have a neutral color facing your street. So all of our cellular shades, regardless of color, are going to have that neutral backing on the back of that cellular shade. You will also notice the honeycomb design here, or you can probably see it best in this swatch. And make sure you show this to your associates. The honeycomb design is what provides energy efficiency. When you have heat or cold air coming in through your window, that energy is trapped here in these cells, and it prevents it from entering your home. So it's going to help you block out that heat or cold air throughout the different seasons. Inversely, it helps keep your heating and your cooling inside your home, and from escaping through that window. So it really is a great insulative product that's going to help you capitalize on energy efficiency. Working our way to the bottom rail, you will notice that this is a cordless cellular shade. All you have to do is press the level or button to raise it, and you can lower it from any point on the bottom rail. Cordless is so important in the home where you have safety concerns, potentially children or pets. So you don't want to have the cords hanging in the window that could potentially cause a safety hazard. That's why cordless is so important in those types of homes. Another 2 reasons why cordless is so important is because ease of operation. We found that that's very important to our consumer. Again, you simply press the button to raise the shade and can lower it from any point in the bottom rail. You don't have to worry about those cords becoming tangled. The last reason is a clean look. You don't, again, have to worry with cords in your window. It's a very nice, clean look for the consumer. Again, this product cannot be shortened, so keep that in mind. These come in lengths of 72 inches high, when that's your length. These cannot be shortened in the home. Also, don't forget, we've got that great limited lifetime warranty on our cordless cellular shades as well. How to train on Levolor Custom Size Now natural shades. You will notice I have my Custom Size Now quick reference guide for a reference tool when training on the features and benefits of this product. Let's talk application of a natural shade. Typically, consumers who are interested in a natural shade are interested in more of an organic look in their home. You will also notice that the materials used on our natural shades do a nice job of coordinating with other furniture and wood finishes throughout the home, whether it's cabinetry, flooring, or furniture. Let's start at the headrail. So you'll notice it has a very durable wooden headrail. So again, for those wide widths of 72, you won't have to worry about sagging or durability issues over time. You'll notice that every natural shade comes standard with this nice decorative valance to cover up the mechanisms underneath the shade or attached to the headrail and gives it a very nice, clean, finished look. When we talk about the natural shade fabric, we offer this in 5 different finishes, which can be shown on most displays. You'll see we have the cinnamon bamboo, which is shown here, the natural bamboo, the mahogany, the origami, and the fruit wood. These shade fabrics, 2 of which are offered with a privacy liner, which you can see here adhered to the back of this cinnamon bamboo shade. It's important to train your associates on the fact that that privacy liner is only light filtering. It is not room darkening. So it's going to provide a little light control and privacy for that shade, which is normally sheer, but it is not truly room darkening. So make sure they understand the difference in the 2. Now keep in mind this product cannot be shortened once it's purchased for your home. So we can size the width here in the store, but the height is going to be stationary based on the product that you purchase. Again, this product and this fabric is going to match up beautifully with any furniture finishing that you have in your home and provide a nice organic look in any window. How to train on Levolor Custom Size Now roller shades. You'll notice I have my Custom Size Now quick reference guide as a reference tool to ensure that I'm covering the application and all necessary features and benefits of this product. So typically the consumer who is purchasing roller shades is looking for a quick fix for their window treatments. It's a very simple and clean yet functional design for any window. It's also a great price point as it relates to our Custom Size Now product categories. So let's get right into the different collections that we offer in Custom Size Now roller shades. You will notice our roller shades are located typically right above the roller shade cutting machine in most stores. Let's start with our vinyl roller shades first. Let's talk about our different roller shade fabrics. First, we will look at our light filtering roller shades. You will see the packaging is a light tan and it has a small sunshine, so you know that this is light filtering. Similar to the other packaging information that we've reviewed previously, you'll notice the width, 55¼ inches by 72 height. This is going to also tell you it can be trimmed down to 37 inches wide. So that's going to vary by the different widths, the size that you can trim down to. Now our light filtering roller shades are offered in a white and a cream color. You'll see that this is a white roller shade called out here on the packaging, and that this is a 5 mil fabric. So all of our light filtering roller shades are a 5 mil. And the mil just refers to the thickness of that vinyl fabric. This is going to be the least thick fabric that we offer from a roller shade standpoint in vinyl. Next, we will look at our 6 mil room darkening roller shade. You can see it calls out that 6 mil or the thickness of the vinyl fabric, and it is a room darkening roller shade. This is going to be good for rooms where you really want to keep out a lot of light and add privacy into the home. Again, you've got your width and your height and the trim to size, as well as the color shown here. Last, in our vinyl roller shades, we have a Supreme Blackout roller shade, which is a 12 mil roller shade blackout. This is going to be the most room darkening fabric that you can find in our roller shade collection and would be great for nurseries or folks who really want to maximize on blocking out all sunlight potentially during the day. Again, you've got the width by the height. What you can trim this one down to, it's a 37 1/4, you can trim it down to 12 inches, and the color called out here on the packaging. All three of these fabrics are offered in a white and a cream color. Next we move into our solar roller shades. And you will notice that the solar roller shades are offered in 2 different colors. You've got a beige as well as a chocolate. Now, solar roller shades are going to be great for that consumer who really wants to maximize on the view. You still can see your view out of your window, but what the solar roller shade does is it really blocks harmful UV. So it's going to protect your flooring or the fabrics on your furniture in the home from any sun damage or fading. Again, our solar roller shades are offered in multiple sizes that can be found here on the packaging. So you've got a 55 1/4 by 72 here. We also offer that 37 1/4 by 72 as well. Now let's take a moment and look at the solar shade sample that is found here above the phase machine. You can see this is showing the chocolate solar roller shade and how it is more of a light filtering solution. You can still see through it, but it really will block a lot of harmful UV rays. The last type of roller shade that we offer in select stores only is our decorative roller shade. Now this is a great example. The decorative roller shade is not sold in this store specifically, but in a variety of stores across the country you can find a decorative roller shade. It has more of a natural type of texture and effect to it and is a beautiful option for any home. Don't forget, these are sized only by the width here in the store, and you cannot size the height or the length at home. This product, both our vinyl, solar, and decorative roller shades are all covered under that limited lifetime warranty. A great way to wrap up all Custom Size Now product training is to refer to your accessory tower and to ask for it. So let's start with our accessory tower. This can be found in all stores, and this is essentially going to merchandise all of the different brackets and parts and pieces for each product category. For example, you'll see our roller shade brackets here, you'll see a handle for roller shades, and then you move into our different blind and shade categories. So all brackets are sold separately in case a consumer needs a replacement, valance clips are sold, etc. So this is a great tower to make sure that your associates are familiar with and they understand the application of each product sold in this tower. Last, at the end of every Custom Size Now training, whether you're training on all Custom Size Now products or a single Custom Size Now product category, it's important to ask for it with your associate. Make sure you review the big 3 key takeaways. Number 1, all product categories that have the Levolor brand name on them can be cut for free in the store for the consumer while they wait. It truly is a great product category that can be sized in store. Number 2, it is the highest quality stock product category sold in the marketplace of blinds and shades. So make sure your associate feels very confident in the quality of our product categories that are sold here at Lowe's. The third big key takeaway is that all Levolor Custom Size Now categories are covered under that great limited lifetime warranty, which should give the consumer anywhere between 5 to 7 years for that product category, which is one of the highest warranties or the longest warranties for any stock blind and shade category. Don't forget to thank your associates for their time and encourage them to sell Levolor first when they're selling stock blinds and shades.